Hey, what up everybody, it's Zinny, and this is Gems of War on PS4. And today we have raids, so I'm going to show you a team you can use for raids to go all the way, and get all the sweet rewards, like Major Orb of Chaos, and all kinds of other Orbs of Chaos, gems, and stuff like that, vault keys, bunch of gems and orbs basically with you and your guild. So first things first, I never say that my team is the best or the fastest or whatever, so but hey, it's what I'm using. If you you know, can't use a team that someone else is using, or don't like their team or whatever, you can try my team. And as you can see here, I'm up top 3 in my guild. I'm on boss level 230. Like, I'm pretty far, so this team should work. But maybe you don't have some of the troops, so I'll go over some replacements, because like the Great Maul is a legendary troop. Devours an enemy, create 8 yellow and 8 brown gems, can only cast once. But the cool thing about him is he'll devour guaranteed, and then he'll have tons of armor and health and attack, so he's a really good frontline tank, and you can get rid of one of their troops, whatever one you want. And then here is the event troop, the one you need to use for the event pretty much to hit Zugoth really hard. Tyran and Rex, the new troop that came in. It deals 42 damage to an enemy. If they are a boss, deal 3 times to 5 times damage based on my ascensions, then become enraged or destroy a row. So either going to become enraged or do some mana generation by destroying a row. Also has 20% skull reduction, gain 3 to all skills in first position, and Godslayer, of course. Deal 3 times 5 times skull damage versus bosses based on my ascension. So if you happen to lose your Great Maul, you have this in first slot, doing some heavy damage and with some skull reduction. Let's see, what else? And we have Earth's Fury. You had to get this with an event a long time ago, but you could have got it in the Soul Forge a couple times by now. Hopefully you have it, because it's a really good weapon. It's kind of like Mang, except for it gives attack to all allies based on armor eliminated instead of just to itself. So it's given attack to the Great Maul and to everybody else on your team. So that's good if you lose the Great Maul as well. You build up attack for everybody on your team instead of just the you know, the hero. And I'm using Titan with that for the barrier and dust storm and everything like that. And then we have Rock Spirit, just for a little mana generation. There wasn't really anything else I felt like using. You could probably put whatever you want here, but I went with another brown troop, so we could you know, do 2 times brown on the banner, and also some mana generation, destroying a row and column, and then dealing some damage based on brown gems destroyed, which we want to do because we have all brown troops, so we'll get some mana from that as well. So he's not a big deal on this team, but just something to fill in. And uses purple, which we don't use, and also uses brown, so we can do +2 to brown, and then it destroys brown and does some mana generation, destroying a column and a row. So let's start using the team here. Gonna take this extra turn, gonna take these skulls, going to use Earth's Fury, I think. Yes, and we're gonna eliminate Zulgoth's armor and get attack for everybody on the team. So if you watch the Great Maul's attack, it has 66 right now. Now it has 147, and so does everybody else on the team pretty much. Alright, so take this red extra turn. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Everybody's enchanted. Make sure to get your potions. I'll go over the shop in a second, what you should buy up to. And my banner is +2, I think, brown, +1 blue maybe, and minus yellow, because once the Great Maul casts, it can't cast again, so we can go ahead and minus yellow. It's no big deal. Taking some damage, but he's about to devour anyway, so no, he's gonna get a bunch of health and armor and attack because when you devour, you get all of their stats. So another cool thing with having the Great Maul in the first slot. Let's devour the Ancient Horror here. All his stats go to us. Now we have a bunch more attack, armor, and health. So really hefty tank and tons of attack. Let's take this blue extra turn. Now we'll cast the Event Troop on Zul'Goth. Almost gets the kill. We're pretty far in right now, so it will one-shot most of the way through, but once you get up over level 200 Zul'Goth, you're gonna stop one-shotting. But let's go ahead and let's rip the armor off of this Valraven. Give some more attack to all of our troops. Let's go ahead and kill Zul'Goth, so just get rid of them. Because we can't kill the Valraven or the Warlock, so we'll get rid of Zul'Goth. Let's cast the Ancient Golem. So you're going to look for the row and column with the most brown in it. This is the thing that takes the longest, kind of, to, you know, it slows you down a little bit. Because you got to look and see where most of your brown is for a row and a column. So I'm going to go right here. There's 2 in this row and 2 in this column, so we're going to get 4. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it just, you know, get a little bit of mana and just something to do with that last troop, and covering more colors that way. We might lose that Valraven, but I'm gonna try not to. Let's see. One shot there. Hopefully we don't lose it. Nope. Alright, well, let's get rid of it. So that's how a matchup will typically go. The Great Maul is going to devour, get a bunch of health and armor and attack. Your Earth's Fury is going to rip armor and give everybody attack, including Great Maul. And then your Event Troop's going to basically one-shot the boss most of the way through until you get way up over level 200. And then your Golem is just there for a little bit more mana generation, a little bit more color coverage, and to be using brown and destroying brown. So let's go over the shop. So you want to get the first 2, that's always a given. You want to have the enchantment, and you want to get at least one of the Event Troop to use, because you want to use it on your team. So you always want to buy these 2. It's only like 100 gems. You should get that at the beginning of the week easy from your guild, so you're really not losing gems by buying these. You're just breaking even at least. If you're in a good guild, you're going to want to buy the first 2 so you can do your part, have more sigils. So you want to get these 2 anyway. Being in a guild, you're going to get gems at the beginning of the week from tasks. So you use those gems on the shop to buy these first 2. That's just how it should go for everybody in every decent guild. At the beginning of the week, you're going to get a bunch of tasks done, and you're going to get a bunch of gems. So you should spend it on the guild event and get yourself more sigils and potions and get this Event Troop. Don't just hoard your gems. But I recommend always going to the weapon, which is Stinging Wind. Deal 36 damage to an enemy boosted by Drifting Sands allies, then create a mix of 6 yellow and brown gems for each Drifting Sands ally. I haven't looked into like the talents or whatever, but that doesn't seem too awesome at the moment. But like I always say, go ahead and get it if you can, because you never know. And you'll have to wait and pay more if you don't get it now. I went up pretty far, and I need to stop doing this soon, but I wanted to get fully ascended on my Event Troop so I could do the most damage like possible. And I'm trying to get Zul'Goth right now, so I'm not using my blue orbs. Eventually I'll get Zul'Goth, and I won't have to do this anymore. But for now, that's what I'm doing, you know? So, anyway, let's show what else you could do if you don't have these troops. Okay, so if you don't have the Great Maul, which is a legendary troop, most people probably have it. Is it? What is it? Let me see here. Let's go, it is Drifting Sands right now, so if you open your event keys, you could get it right now. So if you have a bunch of event keys laying around and you don't have the Great Maul, he's pretty good sometimes in events, because he's scalable. He can devour and gain a bunch of stats, and it works out because as the enemy's stats get higher and higher and higher, as long as you can devour one of them, which is usually possible, almost never are you going to have every enemy immune to devour, and even if they are, you could use curse or something. but as they get higher and higher stats, that Devour is going to get more and more powerful, and having them in first slot is just a really big tank with a high attack once you Devour, so it's pretty good for a lot of events when there's nothing else to use, you know. But if you don't have it, go try to get it with event keys. But if you don't get it with your event keys, then I would take this out and just put in another event troop. So put in another one of these guys, and then you can just have 2 of those right here, Earth's Fury and Rock Spirit. If you don't have Earth's Fury, just use Mang. Take Earth's Fury off, put on Mang, and then put your hero in first slot, and then have the 2 event troops, and maybe Rock Spirit or whatever. I would say Rock Spirit just to you know, have a mana generator. But yeah, so if you don't have the Great Maul, put another Tyrant and Rex. If you don't have Earth's Fury, put Mang and then move your hero to the front. Okay, so you can use that attack that Mang's going to be stripping. But yeah, that is what I'd recommend for this week. Let's get back into here, over here, and so you can see I've got 12,470 points. I'm on boss level 235. I haven't had any trouble yet, so this team is working for me. So here's another team you can use in case you don't like other teams you've seen, or you don't have troops that other people use. Here's the team I am using, and you see that it works. So like, share, subscribe. Hope this helped you all out. And if you guys want to join, somebody asked me how do I join. It's not as easy as it seems it should be. I couldn't find the join button on like my phone or my PS4. I had to go to my laptop, so you might need to be in desktop mode and then go to one of my videos or my page, and the join button should be there somewhere under the video or on the page, but you may have to go to like your desktop or your laptop and go into desktop mode to hit the join button. I know it sounds annoying. I'm gonna find a link and put it in the description going forward, because that's stupid if you guys can't find the join button, and that's why we've only got 3 right now. I couldn't find it with my phone or my PS4, so it's not easy to find. But yeah, if you want to join and you just can't find the button, then try your desktop, try going in desktop mode, or try your laptop or something, then go to my page or go to one of my videos, and there should be a join button there. If there's not, I'm gonna find a link, I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna put it in the description going forward. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.